At 2:46 p.m., the massive 9.0 earthquake strikes off Japan's coastline, unleashing a tsunami that swallowed everything in its path. Four of Japan's 17 nuclear power plants automatically shut down, standard procedure following an earthquake. Multiple generators kick in to keep the reactors cool and safe, or at least that is what's supposed to occur. Nearly 8 hours after the quake, reports that the cooling system at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant, located near one of the hardest hit areas, is not working. Those living within a mile and a half of the plant are ordered to evacuate. 2 a.m. Saturday morning, radiation levels in the plant are said to be rising. By sunrise Saturday morning, there's confirmation the tsunami wiped out the plant's generators, causing cooling systems to fail. A nuclear emergency is declared. Later that afternoon, hydrogen buildup within Reactor 1 sparks an explosion that causes the roof to collapse and injures 4 workers. With safety concerns escalating, the evacuation zone is extended to roughly 12.5 miles.
We evacuated immediately after the explosion. We were scared then. All the people in my community fled away.
Meanwhile, workers scramble to cool the reactor, using seawater in a last-ditch effort to prevent a meltdown. Sunday morning, Tokyo Electric Power Company, the owner of the Fukushima Daiichi plant, says integrity of the containment vessel of Reactor 1 has not been compromised. Yet 3 people test positive for radiation exposure in the region around the plant. Monday afternoon, a second explosion. Reactor 3's roof and walls give way, injuring 6 people. But once again, officials say no significant radiation was leaked. In towns nearby, fear takes hold.
I'm due to give birth soon. I want to know exactly what's going on at the nuclear plant. I'm scared.
But I'm scared because I can see the radiation.
Monday night, more bad news. Reactor 2's cooling system has also failed. With just a few dozen workers remaining, they resort to seawater yet again. On Tuesday, the crisis continues to escalate when an explosion ignites a fire in Reactor 2, raising concerns of a partial meltdown. Then a fire breaks out in Reactor 4's cooling pond, which stores spent fuel rods outside the reactor. The result, according to the International Atomic Energy Agency, the emission of dangerously high levels of radiation in the air, 167 times higher than the yearly dose for one person.
Here we have Prime Minister Naoto Kan.
Officials assure the public that the levels quickly dropped, and the Prime Minister asked for people to remain calm, but admits a very high risk remains. In an attempt to minimize risk, the United States Navy repositions ships offshore, and Japanese officials issue a no-fly zone around the plant. But there appears to be no relief in sight. By sunrise Wednesday, another fire breaks out, and there were malfunctions with the cooling systems of 2 other reactors.
Anderson Cooper, CNN.